What up, y'all? This is the real big boss, Calvin 83, and I'm going to address this because this is a problem. And this is a problem. I would say this comes back to toxic parenting as well, especially with women and bitch ass males. But this is really a problem. One-sided disrespect, and they always like to bully people, like children. I've seen that with so-called older people that ain't elves. I grew up with a family like this. They want you to take all the disrespect, and then when you take it, you take it. Where do you think it's gonna go? Then when somebody exposed to have a violent outburst, and this is what happens. I don't want to just say it just happens in the black community because I know I've seen it across the board. But the difference is that leads to guns, to pum pums. I mean pum pums. Y'all people who, especially you adults, who like to do this to children. When your child grows up, don't get mad. Fuck around, you find out. To people who aren't in relationships, if you want to play this one-sided disrespect, I can dish it, but I won't take it. You're supposed to dish it, but I won't take it. You're supposed to just suffer in silence. You're the problem in the world. Now, in the black community, we would talk about how white tea people would treat us like that. But I got a question for black folk. Why do y'all do the same thing? Y'all cry racism when white tea people treat you like this. But then y'all do the same thing to your own people, especially black men and boys and children. And it's coming from these hyena women, from the black granocracy. We have a bully problem. Calvin, why are you saying it's a black community? Because it is. And I don't care about what happens, really don't care about what happens in other communities like that. I know this is a problem too, but the difference is it's not under a matriarchy like the black community is. You have a lot of narcissistic bitches who don't want correction, but they feel they can correct others. I got a question. How can you correct anybody, but you can't take correction yourself? It's beyond me. Y'all want to act like these crooked ass cops, the crooked ass government. You want to act like an elitist. Well, it's this from slavery. Fuck that. No, it stems from y'all Negroes being a bunch of goddamn raccoons. Y'all want to work. Y'all want to be like the colonizer, but you're too afraid to stand up to the oppressor. Y'all too afraid to stand up to this government, police personnel, military personnel, because y'all ain't trying to train. Y'all should be going to the range. Oh, I forgot. I don't want my sons to carry guns. I want my daughters to carry guns. And you wonder why the black community is in the bottom. Then you women wonder why. Well, I just want my daughters to carry guns, but I want to handle the daughter to have the house and the car and help her get started in life. But you guys, we'll just pray for you to. And y'all wonder why the black community ain't going nowhere, and you wonder why when black people don't play by them rules and they do what other groups do, put the men first, y'all got a problem with this. This is, but the women with the one side of disrespect, it does. This comes from feminism. This does come from a granocracy, and I'm gonna play it right now.
Better not say nothing back to me. I have noticed that only in the mind of a woman could it be that I can disrespect you, but you better not say nothing back to me. I have noticed this pattern since I was a child. Anytime a woman, be it if she arguing with a man.
Mind you, this comes from a lot of these bitches. And if a man got feminine traits, he got the mind of a bitch. Male hyena, it's a problem. This is where it comes from. Comes from toxic feminist misandrists and male misandrist bitch ass ninjas. And that's the problem, especially in the black community. This type of behavior. But y'all the same broads that want protection. You the same males who do this type of bitch shit. Y'all want respect. You won't never get no respect. And y'all do that to children. Some of you males who operate in a bitch think like your mama. You you probably try that with a lady, and then you get hemmed up. The only reason why these women get away with doing this type of shit because of the government. Big government needs to get the fuck away from relationships. Now, the problem with that is that when you have people who don't know how to conduct themselves, this is why the government can be in your business and how to control your relationship and how you raise your children, because y'all abuse authority. Any type of leadership, y'all abuse it. Why? Why are you so corrupt? And why do you want to be like them elitist folks? Why do you want to be like the caves? Why do you want to be like these white tea people that you complain about how y'all get bullied, but then y'all do the same thing to each other? It shows you that y'all a bunch of pussies. Y'all a bunch of punks.
Only in the mind of a woman could it be that I can disrespect you, but you better not say nothing back to me. I have noticed this pattern since I was a child. Anytime a woman, be it if she arguing with a man, if it's a woman arguing with another woman, if it's an older woman arguing with a younger woman, if they disrespect you, they want you to take it. But if you don't take it, somehow, some way, that is disrespectful. Even though they initiated the disrespect. That is a crazy way to live life. That's a crazy way to live life.
But that's the mentality of a lot of these people. I mean, a lot of it's cowardness, because if you were allowed to use your pum and off them, they would not do this. But see, when you have a protected class, and when people are protected by this retarded of the law, that's why they do it. And unfortunately, when people are given that, we always say children, if you give children resources, an unlimited amount of resources without no incentive, hand over resources for nothing. They don't have to do anything. They just take, and then give them unchecked power and no responsibility. They'll abuse it. From my experience, it's the adults are 1,000 times worse, especially the older they get. They're very narcissistic. Y'all become like your parents that y'all hate. If you grew up with parents like that, y'all repeat the same process. Well, I got this. What's the correlation me getting this? That ain't got nothing to do. It's just because I came from a dysfunctional environment, why should I have my kids repeat what I went through? I thought we were supposed to be better and show better and lead better. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Women with their one side, but this is what I know is about women in modern women, from the silent generation, to the boomers, and to millennials, and now I say from Gen Z. Y'all want to talk crazy to people, fuck with people, be antagonistic, and then you want to then all of a sudden you want to hide behind calling 911 for protection, or you want some random dude to protect you, or you want to use your pum. Why? Why not just? How about just don't do that? How about treat people the way you want to be treated? But I get it. You want to bully somebody because you're hurt, because this comes from hurt people, which I always found that to be trash, because to me, the people who hurt you, you don't hurt them. You hurt somebody who ain't got nothing to do with it, and they don't even know you from a can of paint. But see, this is narcissistic behavior. This is the toxic behavior of Western women, especially in the Western black woman. Because other races of women, I've seen them do the same fucked up mentality, but they know when to stop. Because the men in their community are allowed to be men, and they have a brotherhood. Our community, we got a bunch of beta male simps. Then we got the lack of resources that men don't have no access to, and then that's how you create Pookie and Ray Ray. Want y'all to understand, this is how social engineering works. You put the women on a pedestal, you oppress and suppress the men, you demonize anything masculine or anything, a man being human, as toxic and abusive and any horrible thing you can think of. Women can do no wrong, But boys and men are just the problem. Girls are sweet. Girls and women are just sweet and innocent. They're just loving people. No, they're not. That type of mentality is why you got a gender war. Let me play this again.
So that only in the mind of a woman could it be that I can disrespect you, but you better not say nothing back to me.
That's a full-blown narcissist. And if you're in a relationship, men and women, if you're dealing with somebody like that, get out. Just get out. Hey, plot and plan, you just need to get out. You know, there's no point of staying with them. Them people are not going to change. A lot of times, some people will change when you're gone. That's what I noticed.
And back to me. I have that I can disrespect you. Only in the mind of a woman could it be that I can disrespect you, but you better not say nothing back to me. I have noticed this pattern since I was a child. Anytime a woman, be it if she arguing with a man, if it's a woman arguing with another woman, if it's an older woman arguing with a younger woman, if they disrespect you, they want you to take it. Mm-hmm. But if you don't take it, somehow, some way, that is disrespectful. Even though they initiated the disrespect. That is a crazy, crazy way to live life. That's a crazy way to live life. Only in the mind of a woman. They want you to take it. But if you don't take it, somehow, some way, that is disrespectful. Even though they initiated the disrespect.
Yeah.
That is a crazy, crazy way to live life.
That is a retarded way to live life. That is a crazy way. But you got a lot of these delusional hyena heifers out here, especially in the black community, that operate like this. You could say racist white tea people, this is how they treat black people. However, I'm going to just say what I do agree with. However, you got black people who got the same elitist anti-black bigotry. And then we got to talk about the misandrous. And guess, this is why we say black women, B-dubs, are not loyal to black men. Because y'all use the same system that oppresses, that claims to oppress you. You do the same thing to your men, and you cripple your men, and then you wonder why our community is fucked up. And then especially when you do it to the children. Specifically the boys. Y'all the ones who trash. Y'all women need to change. Okay? Only a nation, only women can fix this behavior. We can't do nothing. I've been as long as I've been alive, we can talk about what the men need to do, but y'all ain't helping us. Resources wise, you're not. Y'all, only a nation can truly rise based off the moral position of the woman. So until the women change, your nation will never change. It will not change for the better. Think about it. Make it make sense.